So folks, we come to the new Pocket Edition, if you like, and particularly useful for entering marks and comments offline. You can do it at your leisure, whether it's at home or wherever you might be, and then you can upload your results to the server, and it takes a few seconds at most. It means you can work at home on your marks and comments. You don't need the internet, you don't need a connection, you don't need to plug in your cell phone and use up your data time. It's a very much simpler process than you can imagine. You will probably get this file. There's 3 files that must be wherever you're going to work. You'll probably get them from your administrator, and then you're going to put them in a flash disk, and you must run the program off that flash disk at all times. Right, I've put it on a flash disk. I've put it into my computer, and the first thing that we need to do, the very first thing, obviously, is to tell it where is the path to the school data. So here I'm going to be able to browse. I'm going to go and find the file that it's on. It's the server, and it's in the iSoft folder, and my data lives in there. So I've set the path. And the next thing I'm going to do is refresh the data. That means it's going to go and fetch all the data from the server and put it on this program locally right here, so that everything is available for you. When I press the refresh data, you'll see the hourglass going. The hourglass means it's busy working. At one point, when it stops working, you will see that this bottom part here tells you that your link to data is active. Notice, not necessarily live. You are not working live. You're still going to be working locally. But your data is active in the sense that it is available for you to upload data to it, which we'll come on to later. And your next step then is simply going to be to tell the program, who are you exactly? Once I do that, you'll see that a heading will appear at the top. It verifies that the right person is in the program. And it means that all these buttons here and everything else will be able, when you upload data, it will upload only data that belongs to you as a teacher. Right folks, I took the flash disk out of my drive at school, I put it in my pocket, and I'm now at home, and I've put it back into my home computer and brought up the program. Immediately you'll see it's picked up that the server is no longer active, perfectly understandably, and it also picks up your location, which in this case my flash drive happens to be my K drive. If you put it in a folder on that K drive, it doesn't really matter. It will follow you. The program will always know where you are. Obviously, if you get stuck or anything like that, you have got live support. Just click that button. Wherever you happen to be, it will know where you are and be able to create a direct link to us, so that you will be able to put in an ID number and a password and get help online from wherever you are. Right, I'm working locally. In this case here, I'm going to put in some marks into term 3. Notice that when I'm working like this, it's brought up all the term 3 things. I see 97 was in there. I can put in some marks. And I'll put 59, 60, 61, easy to remember that they go in a sequence. I'll just put in those for example purposes. Let's put in an own comment here just so that we can see that it is working that side. Right, and I've put in a comment. And I'm going to close that, and now I'm going to carry on watching my serials or whatever else I do in the evening, because I've filled in all my marks now, or some of them. You don't have to fill them all in. You can do this a few times. It doesn't all have to be done in one go. Okay folks, I'm going to pause there, because now I'm assuming I'm going to take I've done what I need to do at home. I'm going to take my flash disk out, put it back in my purse. Right, here I am back at school. And I've put my flash disk back into the computer, and it immediately picks up that the data is active. Data active means that I can now go and tell this thing to upload all my data. I just need to press that button. I don't have to worry about choosing classes or anything. It knows who I am. Furthermore, it knows which data I've put in. Now, as you saw when I was doing it just now, I only put in a little bit of data. And so we will see. When I upload all my data, it will tell me immediately, you've uploaded 47 records. That means it's found 47 records, 47 learners that belong to you. And of those 47, it has uploaded any data that you have captured. Okay, folks, let's go and have a look and see if that was in fact true. Remember, we put some marks in, 59, 60, 61, 64. It was a sequence. I want to go and see if that in fact did happen. Let me open up FrontOFFICE. Go to marks and comments and find out who I am. And go and have a look at that class and see whether these things did come through. I go to the data sheet. There are my term 3 marks. There's the sequence that I put in. Remember, I put in one own comment, and there it is. And it took a matter of seconds to do that. Now, it doesn't matter if I go back to the Pocket Edition and I go and carry on filling in lots more marks. I can still go back and simply press that upload your data again. It will go through the same 47 records and it will simply update what was there before and what new stuff. In other words, it'll know what was there before, it'll know what is new. Imagine the scenario, for example, you've done a whole lot of your marks at school and then you come home and you say you do one class at home and you do 3 more classes. So you do one class at school and 3 more classes at home. So you come home and you go back to school and you tell it to upload your data. It will know that some of those classes have already been done and it does not upload them. Right, so it is very intuitive in that sense. Finally, guys, how you use this will be very much dependent on your school setup. I think you can see straight off the bat, it's small at this stage. It will no doubt grow a lot further because it is such a handy thing to have. I just take, for example, a school where normally one person captures all the data. There aren't that many machines around. Well, now it makes it so much easier for that administrator to simply just give this file to all the teachers and say and ask them, capture your data, just bring me that flash disk back. The administrator can plug their flash disk in, open it, go straight to term 3, go straight to upload data. Take the flash disk out and give it back to the teacher. I mean, it really is that simple. Okay, guys, any ideas about it, please let us know. I think it's an exciting idea. I think it gets rid of a lot of the hassles that we would have encountered with a browser type thing. I think it can go a long way, but we will need feedback. Have fun. Cheers now.